On the second day of Christmas, I got every achievement in Final Fantasy VII. Being one of the, most important RPGs of all time, this game holds a special place in my heart for being A, the first Final Fantasy game I ever got every achievement in, and B, to this day, one of only 2 Final Fantasy games I got every achievement in. So we're going to jump right into it, talk about the achievements while I do bombing mission, and give my general breakdown. So kind of like Banjo-Tooie, I started Final Fantasy VII years ago, back in like 2019, and I just now finished it. A lot of it is just beating the story, using limit breaks, with some more annoying grindy achievements like getting certain summons, getting the guild counter maxed out, and getting every limit for everyone, which for most isn't so bad, but for doing Aerith before, spoiler alert, it can be a little taxing. Strangely enough, the last 2 achievements I needed was not what I consider to be the hardest, which is beating Ruby and Emerald Weapon, which if you know, you know. If you don't, every Final Fantasy game has like these super bosses, which are just either gimmicks or a huge pain in the asses to fight. And Emerald wasn't so bad, but Ruby gave me trouble, but I still beat them like 2 years ago. The last 2 achievements I needed were Corel's Angel and Best Bromance, which respectively are getting 10,000 and 50 points or more in G-Bike at the Golden Saucer, which I thought was going to be harder than it actually was, but it wasn't actually that bad. And then Best Bromance is go on a date with Barrett at the Gold Saucer, which is the rarest achievement, but it's not the hardest at all. You just have to choose very specific dialogues and do very specific things by the time you get to the second trip to the Gold Saucer, and then you go on a date with Barrett instead of Tifa, Aerith, or Yuffie. Now, obviously, it's a JRPG. Like if you want to do everything, it takes hours, dozens upon hours, if it's your first playthrough, or if you don't know what you're doing, like myself. And then, like, the money grind, which I mentioned earlier, the 99,999,000, it's a lot. It's a lot. It took a long time to do everything, but I'm really glad this game ended up being on my completed list. Now, I didn't do something last time with Banjo-Tooie. I kind of wanted to like rate them in terms of like getting the achievements and how much I enjoyed it. So I'm going to do Tooie now, which I'd give it like a solid 6 out of 10. I enjoy it, but Banjo-Kazooie is just better in my opinion. Final Fantasy VII I think has to be like an 8 or a 9. It was super satisfying to complete, and although it was super grindy, I loved every minute. I'm gonna throw my achievements up right here, and we're gonna call it for this video. If you want me to complete a game, please leave a comment. And we got 23 more games to complete, so I'll see you all then.